Yo, what is crick-crack-a-lackin'? So, a long time no see, no uploads in a while, but for good reason. So after the initial animation student log that I did, I was like, hey, that was kind of bad. So I decided to go a little hard in the paint and learn something more impressive and bigger. And so I did, and it took a very long time. I followed the tutorial series, and each tutorial, so it was a three-parter, but the first part was 2 hours long, the second part was an hour and a half, the third part was another 2 hours, and there was a lot of troubleshooting and debugging going on between. Like, I just could not get this shit to work whatsoever. I'll put a link in the description, including the tutorial series that I watched. It was very good, and I liked how thorough the dude was, especially as far as explaining how every single little thing works. But also, there's a lot of steps and a lot of little things that can get fucked up. Here, to put it in perspective, let me get this pulled up. Nope, don't want to save anything. Yeah, let's save. It's always good to save. You never know what you just do. But essentially what I've done here is a procedurally generated dungeon. So on runtime, everything gets made all at once. And if I bring the thing over here, so it has all these different little sections for spawning each individual tile. So like the, here we go. Come on now. Okay, we'll do this. So every single little block is a tile that had to be auto-generated based on a random position that is then based off of the position of the floor. And then of course the rotation has to be adjusted, and they're all get put in arrays inside of arrays, and then there's a copy of the array, and then on top of that, and all these little corners had to be made, and all of those corners have to be checked. And then you gotta build the corridors, and shit wasn't working. I cried a little bit. I'm still in pain. But the end result is this. I just now added the ceiling because I realized I can just copy paste the floor function, essentially, this right here, and just change the scale on the z-axis. That way it's actually a little above. So it's just, you're putting another floor but on top. And to give you the general idea, the good part about this is you can have seeds. Basically meaning you can go back to the same map if you want to, and there's all kinds of adjustments you can make. So let's say I want 5 rooms. We'll do that. And then you got 5 rooms, and they can all meld into one, or it can not branch and they can go in the same direction, or they can branch but they can all not be joined together, or you can join them together and you get even bigger rooms. These two functions don't work. Ignore those. I gotta talk to the dude that originally made the tutorial series. I joined his Discord to see what was going on with that. But aside from that, let's do like 25 rooms. Takes a second to load, and then you have a whole ass dungeon made all at once. Look at that shit. And then when you're just in it, you get this creepy ass atmosphere, because I picked up all these nice little materials from Quixel.com, which partnered with Unreal, and now, or I guess Epic Games partnered with Epic, and now they have a whole slew of resources we can use for fucking free. That's amazing. Huge props to them. But yeah, that's where I've been at. Took a long time, but after this I'm gonna go back to probably more regular uploads. Like, I'm gonna do small snippets. I picked up on using Trello to keep track of old just shit that needs to be done, and I got all that set up here, at least for small stuff. Next one's probably gonna be a generic character model, that, or I'm gonna add some variety to these tiles so that way they're not all identical. When it's dark you can't really tell, but it's gonna get boring real fucking fast. I'm trying to avoid that. But yeah, I feel like the game's starting to come together. Essentially, to start off, it is going to be a dungeon roguelike similar to Binding of Isaac if you're familiar, but with the aesthetics of Agony, which was, if you're unaware, this very pretty game that flopped based in hell. And I thought it was really good. I thought it had good aesthetics and the art was nice, and that was about it. That is all I had going for it. But yeah, that is it. I'll probably post this on Facebook too, so if you're there, yo, what's up? What's crick-a-lack-a-lackin'? Otherwise, it's gonna go to the channel, and I'll spam some Discord. I want people to see what we're up to and what we're trying for. We got 2 projects going simultaneously, and they both will need separate work and a lot of learning and training. But I think it's coming along nicely. Other than that, I gotta redo those models actually. They don't fit properly. Oh yeah, and I remodeled all the tiles because the generic tutorial came with some basic ones, but I don't know, they look kind of cartoony to me, so I got rid of that. And thank you for making it this far, I guess. I ramble on from time to time, but bear with me, and you have a good one.